How do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action. The new Trier Trevians taking on the Glenbrook North Spartans in Central Suburban South playoff regular season action. Trevians won the opening tip. Tyler Van Gorp did it. He's got the basketball right now. We're here at Glenbrook North, and right away there's a foul. Always tough to play in this place. New Trier has had some success a couple of years ago here. They made it to the Elite Eight basketball game against got the deuce here to start things off. Oh gosh. Senior moment. I had regarded it was a city team that won everything. But they did it by beating Glenbrook North here as part of the sectional. Won the sectional that was played here. Van Gorp with the rebound. Up ahead. Back outside, Feller for two. Make a three. Feller for three. Simeon. There we go. I knew it. It would come to me. He had a player played in the NBA on that team for Simeon. Stephen Cook was the big gun for New Trier. Set a record for slam-a-jams. He had 52 or 53 of them that year. Back to the side, back up top, on the rotation for the Spartans on their home court. Glenbrook North is the smallest school in the Central Suburban South. And they will be replaced next year by Deerfield. As the smallest school in the conference. Glenbrook North defending. An errant pass. And the deuce on the layup. And traveling by Canales. Spartans with the basketball. First quarter. This year they're talking about kind of a three-way race now in the conference for the championship. New Trier, Glenbrook North, and Glenbrook South. And up and no. Kind of bizarre this year. This is the first meeting of the year. Here we are late January. Burns and Yoshitani check in for the Trevians. Here we are late January, and this is the first meeting of the year between these two. And an outside three. Canales. And up and no. Put back is good by Fegan. Glenbrook North. And going for the tree. No. A lot of teams are living and dying by that three. Here's a one by the Trevians. That didn't work. Looked like it was wide right. Out ahead. Up and in by Canelos. Making Yoshitani. Knocked away, picked up, down on the floor again, and stolen by the Trevians. Back up top. Going for the three. No. Actually, before 1930, the Glenbrook North students would go to New Trier. And then they opened what's called Northbrook High School. And the building still stands. It's a senior center now. It was a school for many years after it was a high school. Glenbrook North itself was about 1950, I want to say. And they did not play in the league with New Trier until they played in the league with New Trier West, but not New Trier East. Did not play with East, the New Trier, all the way until 1973. That's when last year, the Suburban League, 74 make it. And the Central Suburban League and Suburban League realigned. The Suburban League ended, and the Central Suburban League realigned. And the deuce. Whoa, little zigzag play. Somebody wasn't looking. Kobe Smith checks in. We're in the first quarter. Trevians slow starting again. In and out. No. And again, a zigzag. Trevians. Another substitution. William LeMaster checks in for the Trevians. To the side. And the deuce. The recent big-name basketball player from Glenbrook North was John Shire. And try for the 3-0. We're done with the first quarter. And I believe the Trevians are down here. Trevians down by 4. And will inbound. The Glenbrook North Spartans will inbound the ball on their home court. And go for the 3. Nope. Wide left. Wide right, make it. That one a little short, out of bounds, and it's Trevians basketball. Underneath. Van Gorp dished it out to Smith. Smith wide left. Up top. Drive to the basket. Had it blocked. Trevians got a hold of it. Tyler Van Gorp put it home. You shot no. Drive for the layup and overshot it. Fadeaway jumper short. And Trevians with the foul underneath. And Ian Burns checks in. Fegan picked up his second foul on that last one. And 3-second violation. Lane grew roots, blinding it inside the paint. Inside, up, and good for the deuce. It was Jake Fegan with the deuce. To the side. Tried to back in, and he traveled. Started backing in before he dribbled the ball. Logan Feller dished it off, cross court, going for the 3 is Burns. That was a little bit heavy. Trevians got their own rebound. Fegan with the fadeaway, and that was heavy. Up top. Into the paint. Kick back out. Whoa. Got it to the corner. And set back up again. Rotating around. Drive to the basket. Heavy. And fall. Kobe Smith with the fall. Got the first of the free throws. Got the second. Smith. Had it back in and lost the handle. And going for the three. No. Canelos. Dished it off. Spinorama and the deuce. Logan Feller with the deuce. And off balance shot. Out of bounds. And Yoshitani checks back in. And going to give Fegan a little bit of a breather. Canelos. Give it off to Burns. Go Brown. Why do I keep it? I'm doing that. Up top, stolen. And the run and gun. Ian Brown into the game. And lost the handle over there. Making it with the foul. Quinfinity checks in. And the shot, no. Yoshitani gave it to Brown. Ian Brown looking for the back door and trying to go up, got stripped. Coming back the other way, up, and the layup good for the deuce. Trevians having a little trouble shooting here. Canelos. Spinorama to the side, going for the three. Yep. Switchery for three. And Fagan will check back in. Timeout taken. lead at a single point for the Glenbrook North Spartans. They have the basketball. Back top. And switchery for three for the outside. Returns it to a 4-point Spartans lead. Loose on the floor and a little bit of everything. We had a foul in there. Glenbrook North. The reach-ins. The inbound. Going for the three. In and out. Up top. Up, no. Canelos. To the side. Logan Feller. And he traveled. Decided what he wanted to do, but forgot to put the basketball down in order to do it. And nope. At the buzzer, going the other way, just a little bit short. And we're at halftime. And Trevians down by 4, 22-18 over from the Glenbrook North Spartans at halftime. It's hard to believe it's 54 years since I was in high school. Yeah, the block, nope. Also, I've been in sports long enough that the first 6 years, 7 years, the athletes I covered are eligible for Social Security now. Up top on the rotation and 3-second violation against the Trevians in the lane. Second time it's been called today. Spartans with it. Into the paint. Lost the handle. And Trevians basketball. Feller. which means basically some of the early players that I had, I'm seeing their grandkids now. And foul as Figa gets fouled going up for the rebound. And errant pass on the inbound. Stolen, and Trevians take it back up, but no. We're missing a lot today. Everybody's missing shots. And the putback's good. Canelos with the basketball. Van Gorp and Fegan goes for an outside three, and that's short, but a push-off foul underneath on Smith. And Quinfinity checks in for Smith as he's getting himself in a little bit of foul trouble there. Stolen by the Trevians. And Finity from the outside. That was wide right. I'd like to see players going inside a lot more than they are in this game. Of course, then again, nobody. There's a run and gun for the Deuce. Nobody's really lighting a lamp. This is I wouldn't even say it's a defensive battle because, there's a lot of defense going on, but that's because traveling. A lot of mistakes at this time of the year you don't want to see going on. Ian Brown checks back in for the Trevians. Trevians with it. Up top. Vegan. Dished it off to the side. Brown. Up. Count it, and the foul. So Brown goes for the three-point play and gets it. The shot short. To the side. And errant pass intercepted. And a floater up and in for the Deuce. Canelos. And the shot by Schnecker, I believe that was. No, it was Fegan. Up top. The setup drive. Kick back out. And the reset. Drive the paint. Up and in. Canelos. Double teamed a little bit. Left open on the back door. Up and in as the deuce. And Brown with the deuce. Aaron pass. And Trevians have it. Canelos. Fegan from the side for the three. No, I don't think the Trevians have hit a three. Foul. Canelos. Yoshitani checks in. Yoshitani and Smith check back in. 3-point Glenbrook North lead. It's almost this whole game has been a little bit of a feeling out situation. Both teams kind of highly regarded, and you have about the same thing as far as talent-wise goes. New Trier has a little bit of an advantage on the height. Up top, Canelos. Backed in and then dished off to the corner. Swishery for three by Smith. Up top. Yeah, timeout taken by the Spartans with 49 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. The about. Just kind of holding it for the last shot here, I guess. And outside the three, well short. Try again, no. Third time, no, and that's it. We are done with the third quarter. And the Glenbrook North Spartans lead the New Trier Trevians by 3 in a sloppy game. Not a lot of shooting. A lot of shooting, not a lot of putting it in the basket. Well, we're tied at 28. All right. Oh, that's right, that 3. There by Smith. So we're tied at 28 as we go to the fourth quarter. Here we are, late January, at first game of the year. Between these two, they will meet another time at New Trier in the home-home series, and then meet a third time, possibly, in the playoffs. At least that would be the assumption. They're in the same. I assume they're in the same section. I haven't looked. It wouldn't be in the same regional. There'll be two highest seed in the. It'd be two highest. These two would be two highest seed in the at the sectional pod. That they would be separated early to meet late in the playoffs in this of the sectional. Brown gave it off. Smith goes for the three. Nope. Doesn't count. Because it went over the back of the backboard. So Spartans basketball. Across the timeline. Going for the three. No. And Trevian foul out top. That'll be a three-shotter. Canelos with the foul. Got the first. Got the second. Got the third. Kicked out Brown. Back top Feller. Over to the side, no. On the three. And Spartans have the rebound. You're watching basketball action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you with us wherever you may be. Again, I apologize for being a little remiss here on the announcing. It's been a tough road with the voice. Up and in by Feller. Couple of the games I have done, you can hear how my voice deteriorates. And there's just nothing I can do about it. Asked the doctors about it, and they basically said, well, it's just the way it is. Residual of the vocal cord cancer I had a couple of years ago. And, well, the Spartans gained control, but he was out of bounds. On the line or whatever, out of bounds, so it's still New Trier basketball. Inbounded, and whoa! Saved it, but gave it away. Up and in for the deuce and the foul. And got it. 3-point play for the Spartans. Feller gave it off. Up top. Fagan. Close to traveling there. Dragged that foot. Looked like he dragged his back foot a little bit. Kicked off to the corner. Again going for the three. You know, when you're not hitting threes, why do you keep on trying to shoot them? No matter how far down, you know, all you're going to succeed in doing, particularly you're on the road, is digging yourself a deeper hole. Trevians down by 6. And Stolen up ahead. And the foul got him on the arm. I think Trevians wanted an intentional there, but Jake Fegan will go to the line. Jake gets the first. And got the second. A little razzle-dazzle to get across the timeline, and timeout taken by Glenbrook North. They gave it to him before he passed it away. Just a second under 4 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Foul, trying to stop him from turning the corner. And Jake Fegan getting himself into a little bit of foul trouble. Into the paint, up and in for the deuce, off the inbound. Yeah, traveling. And doesn't appear Coach Fricke's too hot with that. Yeah, and I think he got a technical off it. No, he got a warning. No, he got a technical. Well, that was all over the question of whether it was traveling or not, I guess. But sometimes, you know, something like a traveling call like that, is a buildup of things that calls that calls over the course of the game. And in some cases, even a frustration in what your team is doing. And going for the back door. Nope. And Glenbrook North, a little upset, thought maybe a fall in there on the bump. And Ian Brown comes out. And again, the rankings playing a little something in this, but again, that's only bragging rights in the league, really. And the bragging rights don't mean anything. And Trevians take a timeout. Yeah, Trevians with the timeout with 2:28 left to play. Trevians down by 7. As we said, in a very sloppy game. Yeah. And the deuce. Trevians down by 9. And a foul before the 3-point shot. Ian Brown checks in, replacing Canelos. Finnerty. Finnerty or Canelos? And the 3-point shot was short. Like I said, it's the first meeting. And, regular season games are just barely quizzes. What'd you learn in practice? And, practice for the playoffs. We're at the 1-1. And the lucky bounce gets the first end of the one end. Gets the second one. And the deuce. Ian Brown. And 30-second timeout for the Trevians, but they're down by 9 with 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Kick back out top. Then the foul. Smith and Brown check back in for New Trier. Got the front end. Got the second. Canelos. Fagan goes for the three. Nope. Brown. Feller. And Smith for the three. No. Put back in tight. No. And the wheels have really come off the wagon here for the Trevians. And Canelos has fouled out. And Yoshitani comes in to replace him. Gets the front end. I suppose this game would have some meaning for the conference championship. But it's the first game, so they still have to meet a second time. New Trier comes back and beats them by a bunch, then they would be conference champs. And I assume, or I don't know if they just would call it co-champs if it's just the two of them coming in. Something like that. Trevian down by 11 with less than a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. On to reach in the foul. Finnerty with the foul. Super bonus time. Gets the first. Trevians next face Glenbrook South. I think that's under the pimple. The Titan Dome. I call it the pimple because you see it from the outside. It looks like a huge pimple. Count the basket and the foul. And Fegan goes to the line. Finnerty checks back in. And it's 3-point play. Up and in on the deuce to finish it up. Fegan, swishery for three. And Trevians take a timeout. And with the full timeout, and just a few ticks of the clock left. And timeout taken by the Spartans. Now the inbound. On the run and gun, lost the handle. Trevians touched it last, though. And the Spartans will inbound. And Fidelity with the foul. Missed the first. In and out, missed the second. Fagan goes for the three. No. And that'll do it. And the Trevians go down to defeat to the Glenbrook North Spartans by 9. This is Mark Braun. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast despite the outcome if you're a Trevians fan. Spartans win at 53-44. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation, all rights reserved.